To the giant IT companies that we now admire and follow and participate in their business models, we appreciate what you have done in this field of technology. You have opened up millions of opportunities for people to experience the internet. You started out as babies. What is meant by the word babies is that you had a small beginning. Some started in your basement. Some started on tiny strip malls. Some started as an accident that turned into a giant company with over 2 billion users. One company got it started selling used books. All who have been mentioned started out small, just like babies. Babies cannot produce other babies. They have to grow into adults. Look at them now. Trillion-dollar companies, multi-billion-dollar companies that started as babies. They have changed the way that people market goods and services on the internet. What was missing in your business models was simplicity. Someone realized the flaws that were causing 98% of users of your products to fail. Someone who's very knowledgeable about technology has done something about that. He has completely changed the way he was going to introduce his business model to the world of the internet in the world of business. It has taken 4 years of growth to finally have what users of products on the internet have been seeking. A company that was uncomplicated and easy to understand. It was apparent that the users needed a company that could solve their lack of knowledge about being successful on the internet. Mr. ASHMUFAREH and his technical team have designed a company called ONPASSIVE that will do the heavy lifting for its users of their products. That has been designed with a done-for-you the user system. ONPASSIVE is starting out, not as a baby, but as a full-grown adult. Full-grown adult with the capability and resources to have 4 different offices, in strategic locations on this planet. A baby can't do that, only an adult. 2 floors of the Burj Khalifa could not have been bought by a baby. They were bought by an adult, called ONPASSIVE. Nothing is greater than seeing unfolding before our very eyes the arrival of this grown-up company ONPASSIVE. It took an adult company to produce the operations in Hyderabad, India, employing hundreds of the best technology minds on earth. That's the base of ONPASSIVE's operations. What is going on between the walls of the operations that ONPASSIVE has in Hyderabad high-tech city, India, is transcendental. A baby cannot do that. Only a full-grown adult, with the knowledge that supersedes anything that any of these giant companies, who are flourishing on the internet, started with. ONPASSIVE, once it is launched, is going to change the course of history, and no other company will produce digital, disruptive products. Each disruptive over market value product will dominate every industry where it will be released. ONPASSIVE's timeline from the inception of ONPASSIVE in July 2018 to today is just monumental. People are going to be amazed when they see ONPASSIVE. Extraordinary things and incredible things are about to shake the planet when ONPASSIVE is launched to the world. The good thing about it is founders are on top, with a bird's eye view, knowing that the only way people who are not founders can get into this adult company is by being customers and resellers. They get in by invite links that each of the founders has. Powerful positions in which to be. Babies cannot do that. Do not mistake ONPASSIVE, the adult, with other companies that started out as babies. Babies cannot do what ONPASSIVE is doing. You can't compare it because this is something totally different, totally disruptive, and totally dominate. 4 years in the making, 4 years from an idea to now, is astonishing. But yet this is what we founders in this magnificent company called ONPASSIVE have been given by Mr. ASHMUFAREH and his family. Great things usually take a long time to accomplish, to be great, except when it is ONPASSIVE and Mr. Mufareh and his genius staff. Wrap your heads around ONPASSIVE, the full-grown adult that is about to be unleashed on the internet and to the world shortly. ONPASSIVE is an adult, not a baby. What makes ONPASSIVE different from all of the other IT giants is that ONPASSIVE is starting out with more value than any of these other high-tech companies combined when they started out. ONPASSIVE is a company with a massive AI-driven digital portfolio that can't even be imagined by anyone except the ones who are building it technically. Remember the explosive growth of Microsoft with 6 products in a suite? ONPASSIVE has dozens of products in its suite. We founder only have 1% knowledge about ONPASSIVE, and that is enough to make our heads swim in amazement.